If you want to add a custom design certificate to your Zenler platform and your Zenler courses, you probably already noticed that it's not that straightforward. Well, you go under courses, certificates, and add certificate design. But here, you actually learn that you need to upload this in an SVG format, and it also needs to have these variables and fonts that are compatible with the Zenler platform. Until now, this could be quite the challenge, especially if you're not a coder or a developer. But I actually built a tool that makes this super easy to do, even without any coding skills. So all you need to do is actually make your design. You can do that in Canva, and then you upload it to this tool, and this will actually convert it into the correct SVG format that's needed for this to work with Zenler. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you do this step by step, and you can also access this tool for free below this video, so you can actually make your own custom designed certificates for Zenler. So we're going to start off here under the settings for courses and certificates. If you click Add Certificate Design, you can see here there's a question mark here, and if I click that, you can see that you need these dimensions for the actual design. So when you create your design, make sure that it's 1000 pixels by 706 pixels. Now, that's also labeled down here below this tool that we will be using in a bit. So that's the first thing. And I actually gone ahead and made a few different designs here, just to show you. You can make whatever design you want, and you can use your own brand colors, add your own logo, and so forth. And what I'd suggest is that you also add in course name, student name, date, and ID in your actual design. So when you set this up, make sure to add this. This is just a dummy text for now. This is going to be replaced in a bit. But that way you can get a feel for what it's going to be looking like once it's completed. So when you're satisfied with the way it looks here, I suggest that you make a copy of this design, so you keep the original, and then on that copy you go in and you actually delete the course name, the student name, date, and ID like this. So you have empty space here for course name and the student name, the date, and the certificate ID. This is going to be really important when we move over to the tool in a bit. Now, once this is done, we need to export this, and I'm going to click Share and Download. And you can download this either as a PNG file, a PDF file, or an SVG file. And you may be thinking now, well, if I can download it as an SVG file from Canva, isn't that enough? Unfortunately not. It's not compatible with the formatting that Zenler requires for this file. So even if you choose SVG and download it, it will not work out of the box. So I'm actually gonna use SVG in this example, but we still need to use this tool in order to get this to work with the variables. So now I've downloaded this to my computer. So I'm gonna go over to the tool, and you find that below this video. And I'm gonna drag that file into this tool. And here now you can see that it loads it up straight away, and we can see the entire design. So now we need to add in these variables here, and this is really easy to do. Simply drag and drop. So we got course name here first, course tag. I'm gonna drop that here, and I'm actually gonna place it something like that. I'm gonna make the font a little bit larger. I'm gonna keep this font, and I'm gonna change the text color to orange. Now, here you can add in your brand colors. You can even add the hex code if you want to match up with the actual design that you have. For this example though, I'm just gonna leave this at orange, and that's good for now. So I also need the student name, so I'm gonna drag and drop that into here, add that here, change the font size a little bit, and then I'm gonna make that orange as well. And for the date, I'm gonna pick completion date, drop that here, and want to make this smaller. And I'm also going to change the font here. So I'm going to go with the Alex Brush Regular here for this one. And I'm going to change the font size down to 14. And then we need the certificate ID as well. And this one is under Other. So I'm going to click Other. And here you can see we have the school name, we have certificate ID and certificate URL. I'm just going to be using the certificate ID here. So I'm going to drop that here. And I'm going to change the font size and the font family. So we're going to go the same way like that. And I actually like that the way it is. One thing to note here is that if your course name is a long name, you may want to click and make this font a little bit smaller so they actually fits on the design. But for this example, I can actually bring this up a little bit because I'm going to use this on a demo course. It's going to have a short name. So once you're satisfied with the way it looks, you can go up here on the right and click preview and then download. So I'm going to preview first. And then you get a full preview of what it's going to be looking like. Now, these variables will be replaced dynamically by Zenler. So it's going to say the course name, the actual student name, the completion date, and the certificate ID. That's the whole idea with these variables right here. Now, if you want to make some adjustments, you can go back to the editor, clicking here, and make adjustments. But I'm just going to click to download the SVG file. So that's it. Now I have that file downloaded to my computer, and we can go back into Zenler because now it's time to upload this and add this to one of the courses. So I'm going to go on to courses under certificates, and here I'm going to click add certificate design, and I'm going to give this a name, my certificate demo, like that. And then I'm going to add the file. I'm simply going to drag and drop this like that and click add. And this only takes a few seconds, and then you have that design at the bottom. You can see I actually uploaded another design here previously. So now I have my new designed certificate right here. So now we need to actually add this onto a course, and we also gonna be testing this out. So make sure to stick around for that. So I'm gonna show you how you can test this. But I just wanna let you know, if you're not already part of my newsletter and if you haven't downloaded the Course Creator Toolkit, there's a link for that below this video as well. Sign up for that, that's free, and that's where I share more tips on how to start, launch, and grow your online course business. And this goes also for memberships and if you have a coaching business. So I just want to let you know that that's available as well down below. It's totally free. So if you feel like it, sign up for that and we can keep in touch. All right, so let's go back here. Now we're going to add this to the actual course. I'm going to click all courses here, and I'm going to go with this AI Automation for Beginners course. And all you need to do here is go down here and enable the certificate, and then choose your uploaded certificate like that, and then click update down here. And now this certificate is actually connected to this course. So whenever a student completes this course, they will get this certificate, and all those variables will be dynamically changed out. So it's going to say the name of the course, the name of the student, the completion date, and the certificate ID, which is going to be unique. So that's the way you do it. Now, finally, and to end this, we're going to also try this out ourselves so that we can see how it actually looks. And this is actually something I recommend that you do, just to make sure that everything looks the way you want it to. And the easiest way to do that is to add a demo course. So I actually made a demo course. I simply call it Certificate Test. And inside this course, you want to make sure to go under Course Details. And this is where you link up your new created certificate like this and click Update. And once you've done that, you want to go under Curriculum and add one lesson. And I'm going to come back to why that's a good idea in a bit, but add one lesson. Click Save Changes. And once you've done that, you need to publish the course. So I already published this one. It's going to look like this. So you click Publish Course, and that's it. Now you need to add a test user. So use another email address than the one you have as an admin, and add that email as a test user to your platform under People and All. and then give access to this trial course, this certificate test course. And once you've done that, you want to open up an incognito browser and log on as that test user. Now, I actually done this already in another tab here, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. So now we can make this test and make sure that everything works. So this is an incognito window as a test user. I'm inside this actual course. I'm going to click to test it out. And here we have this empty holder and just one lesson. Just says hello here. I'm going to click next lesson, and this will actually complete the entire course. And now we can see, congratulations, Mark. That's the name of the test user. Here's the certificates. Now I can download the certificate like this to my computer, like that. And then we're going to have a look at what it looks like. And let's see if I can have it here. Here's the actual certificate and what it looks like. So that looks pretty good, right? But let's say now you uploaded this and you notice that, the text is a little bit off. I need to make changes. Well, then you go back to the tool where you have the certificate. You can leave this tab open, so you can go back into the editor, make those tiny adjustments, download another version of that same certificate and upload that to certificates, and then you want to test this again, right? And this is where that lesson comes in good play. So what I'm going to do now, as the test user, I'm going to click revisit, and this will take me back into the course. Now it says that I already completed this, but I can actually uncheck this one lesson. And once I do that and click OK, I'm actually back inside the course, and I can trigger the actual certificate once again. So if I updated the design and I want to trigger a new version of that certificate, I can simply do that here by clicking the lesson and clicking next, and that will trigger a new certificate. So I can download that from here and then have a look at the way it looks and make sure that it looks the way I want it to. And let's see, if I click up here, it's going to look the same now in this instance. So that's the way you do it. And this makes it really easy for you to actually upload your custom designed certificate without having to hire a coder or someone that knows how to set up SVG files. You simply use this tool that I got below this video, and that makes it a lot easier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like if you watch it on YouTube, and remember to sign up for the Course Creator Toolkit. It's linked below this video as well, and there I share more tips and tricks on how you can start, grow, and launch your online courses and memberships and coaching business as well. So this was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another one. Take care.